The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. He's at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 58 yards. Breeze now on first down. Finds the former Northwestern Wildcat, Austin Carr. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Breeze now. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready, 95, 56.
Check 55, Mike. Don't get nervous. Check this.
They'll run it with Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. Chargers have jumped out to an early lead over the Raiders. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike 56.
Here's Jackson. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ronald Jones with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Kill. 53. Hey, Haywood.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
The Saints spent a third-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. 11. Hey, wahoo!
To throw again on second down. Breeze. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Austin Carr, the intended target. Third down here. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. Now Breeze lost the football. And now we get a look at Breeze, who is slow to get up. Let's hope he's okay. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And Ginn's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
A gain of 14. First down, New Orleans.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Looking here for Smith downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Rolling to his, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC Tennessee man, Adoree Jackson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. On second down, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. He gets it to Humphreys.
Let's go, baby.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he will score! Touchdown, Titans! Ronald Jones with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Jordan, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check. Fresh down.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. First down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. It's complete to Jones. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Cameron Batson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down. At the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there, and it's 3rd and short.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Play action. It's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They'll go again to Jones. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
It's 4th down.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 4th down. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ronald Jones becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's get off the field. Back.
Here's Bridgewater. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 85 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Titans 49, Saints 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shit.
On third down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Brings up fourth down.
Woo, that's what I'm talking about.
Mike 56. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Mike 56. That's 56. Let it go.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Demario Davis, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
SOS.
Check.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset, and they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
28. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check.
Bridgewater to throw for it on fourth. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Bridgewater. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And this one complete to Smith. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He's checking crowd.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Shift! Watch the shift!
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel.
And got his man complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.